All right, let's get started. Thank you everyone for joining us today. This is the Study Abroad for International Institute Majors and Minors webinar for our GLOW Week. We have muted all participant audio connections to limit background noise. There will be a Q&A session at the end of the presentation, so please wait until then to submit your questions. We will get to the questions in the order they're received. Please type each question only once. And this webinar will be recorded and available with captioning within a day or two on our on-demand section of our ieo.ucla.edu/glow page on our website. So welcome, my name is Maureen from the UCLA International Education Office, the one-stop shop for study abroad opportunities. We are located in Murphy Hall on the first floor and are available Monday through Thursday to answer any questions that you may have. We have lots of drop-in hours online for you to meet with us. And at our office, you can consult with our study abroad advisors that can talk to you about programs during the academic year, coordinators for faculty-led travel study programs as well. And we can also connect you with peers who have studied abroad themselves to learn about their experiences. Today, I'll be leading this workshop with my colleagues from the International Institute and Andrew from the International Education Office, who will discuss global internships later in the presentation. So our agenda for today, just went over the welcome. We'll do some study abroad 101 refreshers, major requirements, and we'll go through some sample programs as well. And then, like I mentioned, we will have a Q&A at the end of the presentation. So today's presentation builds on our 101 Study Abroad 101 session. We hope you all got a chance to watch. If you didn't, the session is recorded and viewable on our GLOW webpage and on our YouTube channel as well. In the 101, we covered in detail topics like the types of different programs available to UCLA students, how credits transfer to UCLA, satisfying requirements, the cost of these types of programs, funding opportunities, financial aid, process and timeline, and other general topics. This session specifically will focus on studying abroad for International Institute majors and minors. We will highlight specific programs that meet the theme of our session and go through a Q&A as well. So UCLA students can experience a number of different study abroad opportunities. There's no one type of study abroad any longer, and there's no set type to study abroad, set time to study abroad for everyone as well. So here are our top three types of opportunities that we provide. We have the university immersion type of program, which is the traditional exchange student model, which allows students to enroll in universities abroad and take whichever courses they want with local students and local faculty with other UC peers. This is typically seen as the UC-EAP program. And then we have UCLA faculty-led programs. These are 3 to 5 week short-term experiential type courses with UCLA professors over the summer. These programs are more structured and experiential, like I said, led by UCLA faculty. We have non-traditional intern and research abroad opportunities that, where you can intern or research for academic credit and make progress toward your degree. Along with these, there are other types of programs such as language-focused, international summer school, programs with UC students only, hybrids. So really, there's just a lot for you to choose from. So we'll be happy to help you decide which program is best for you. Narrowing down programs. We recommend one of our new resources on our IEO webpage that presents a summary of our options and a series of questions you can use to assess what's the best program for you. With this great tool, you can ask yourself questions like, am I satisfying degree requirements? Do I want to go to a specific country? Is the goal for me to expand my professional development, to network? This tool can really help students decide on their program. Can I use my UCLA financial aid for a study abroad program? Yes, you can. As long as you continue to be eligible, you can receive financial aid to cover the cost of the study abroad program. There are dozens of scholarships available as well. Generally, they won't cover the full amount of the program, but you can use them to chip away at some costs. These are robust topics, as we mentioned, and we have sessions for both financial aid and separately for scholarships for students who would like to learn more. These are also on our on-demand sessions on our website. When to apply. So as early as 9 months before the start of the program, and deadlines vary by program. It's generally not competitive, and most are first come, first serve. Most summer 2022 and fall 22 programs are now open. And I do stress that if you have not applied for a passport, that you apply as soon as possible. It generally takes about 10 weeks to receive a passport. So the earlier that you apply for it, the better. Studying abroad as a UCLA International Institute major or minor. Now I'd like to hand it off to Sandy, who will review requirements for your majors.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Sandy Valdivieso, and I'm the counselor for the International Development Studies and the Global Studies major and minor. And really excited to see so many of you here today interested in participating in travel study or study abroad opportunities. And for our majors, we really encourage it. So hopefully you're able to do that at some point. So the first step when looking at what requirements you want to fulfill is to review your remaining requirements. So when you do a degree, run a degree audit report, check if you're missing GEs, major requirements, minor requirements, maybe foreign language or upper division courses or units. So you can decide which of these requirements you would like to fulfill abroad. So that's step one. Next slide will be step two. Next slide, please. Thank you. So this is, we recommend on our website. So if you're one of our majors, every single major and minor, the global health minor including, we do have on our website a database where we actually went through so many of the EAP programs. This is only for UCAP, and selected a few. And you will be able to, if you go to our website under study abroad, you can select the country, one of the countries we've listed, and then it will show you some of the courses students have taken in the past that we've approved for the requirements for that particular major. In the case of this one, it shows the requirement is either regional, social, and critical theory. This is for IDS. So these will give you an idea of the type of courses we approve, because that's what we find from students. One of the most difficult parts is trying to find courses that count for the major, and we can help you with this process. But this is a good way to see what programs are out there and what courses have been approved in the past. And the step three, next slide, please. You will select a program, and just keep in mind that 6 courses must be taken at UCLA out of your upper division major courses. For IDS, for example, we have 11 courses that you need to take, so at least 6 must be taken at UCLA. You're also not restricted to taking major courses only. Some students would say, you know, I'm almost done with my major. Can I just take random elective courses? Yes, you may do that if you'd like to. Also, the courses, if they're IDS, they have to focus on international development studies if you're IDS, or global studies, international and area studies. For example, if you're Asian studies or European studies, they have to focus on those particular regions. Same for global health, but the courses can come from any department. So when looking at courses abroad, you don't have to look for a specific course under the global studies department at that university. You can actually look under anthropology, sociology, just like you do here when looking for courses for the major. And then if you're looking for core classes, for IDS, for example, IDS 110 or 130, for Global Studies 104, the courses must cover the same material. So if you find something similar, you can run it by us and we'll let you know if the course could count for that core course. We're a little more strict when it comes to core courses. And step 4, you will get the pre-approval. So as soon as you select the program, you know what major requirements you want to fulfill or GEs, then you will email those course descriptions to our office. And either IDS, Global Studies, Global Health, International and Area Studies office for pre-approval of those courses. And we will send you by email, pre-approved email with confirmation. After you come back from the program, you submit an official petition with a syllabus. And as long as the course is the same, nothing has changed from your original pre-approval notice, the course should be approved If it is a petition for upper division units, it should come back as upper division, and that should count for your requirements. And I believe, next slide, please. Yeah, and that's it.
Thank you, Sandy. All right, now we'll be discussing UCLA travel study programs. So our UCLA travel study programs are 3 to 5 week summer only programs with UCLA professors. Travel study programs are faculty-led, UCLA faculty-led courses taken abroad for academic credit, 8 to 10 units typically. This is a unique opportunity to satisfy degree requirements, major or minor, or general education coursework as well. Applications are open November 16th, and all program fees will be updated on our website in November. I'd like to highlight our travel study global studies programs briefly. The first here is our UCLA Global Studies Paris program taught by Professor Ali Bedad. This is an immersive program about the phenomenon of globalization in France, typically, that explores a wide range of topics from Americanization and the effects of globalization on France's culture. It discusses the issues of racism, housing, identity politics. And this program is a combination of lectures, class discussions, guest lectures, excursions to museums, food markets. There's a river tour that's also included in the program, and lodging would be in student dormitory in Paris. It's typically about 3.5 weeks. And students are expected to have taken at least an introductory course on globalization prior to participating in this program. Next up is Global Studies The Hague program. This is a new program taught by Professor David Kim. This will be the second summer running. This program will introduce students to the history, politics, and governance of international human rights in The Hague, Netherlands. This is about a 4-week program. This program offers students a rare opportunity to live in a global center of international human rights, and it deepens this discussion with visits to the International Criminal Court and the International Court of Justice, where students, get to witness and discuss these complex issues. There's also a weekend excursion to Brussels that's also in the program as well. It's a very exciting program. It filled up rather quickly last year. So if you are interested, make sure you sign up as soon as you can. And then we have our global studies program in Asia, pending location, either Tokyo or Singapore. We should know within the next couple of weeks which location it would be. The overall program objectives are to teach you to be an effective communicator, multicultural leader in global business, as well as to increase your knowledge about business and leadership across Asian cultural contexts. In this program, we'll place emphasis on cultural diversity and local models of leading and understanding business. In the communication course, I mentioned this course is taught by Professor Bob McCann, and you'll discuss and examine the attributes of what makes us a successful communicator, how to make effective presentations, how to be aware and plan the impression that you make in your communication, and different delivery techniques and strategies. So yeah, we will definitely update our website very soon, and we'll let you know if it's Tokyo or Singapore. So keep an eye out for that. Okay, now I'll hand it off to Andrew, who will discuss the Global Internship Program.
Thanks, Maureen. So hi, everyone. Thanks again for attending today. My name is Andrew Bottom, and I am the Associate Director for the Global Internship Program here at the UCLA International Education Office. This is a summer-specific program where students will conduct 8-week-long internships during Session A. Could you switch to the next slide here, Maureen? So this program provides opportunity for students to conduct these internships in a variety of locations. And for International Institute majors and minors, we call this program our Global Affairs or Global Health track. So students who are in Institute majors and minors can enroll and are able to conduct internships in a variety of locations. So we have Bogota, Medellin, Colombia, Buenos Aires, Argentina, Cape Town, South Africa, Dublin, additionally Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and La Paz, Bolivia. Can you go back, Maureen, to the slide with the, thank you. La Paz, Bolivia, which is specifically for global health students, as well as virtual programs. All these locations, we have on-site partners who work with you directly in order to help connect you with different organizations, nonprofits, NGOs who are working in the field that you're interested in for conducting an internship and improving your career skills for the future. We had a lot of students from International Institute majors and minors this past summer around the world, and so it was really great. La Paz, Bolivia is a newer program that we're bringing on this current year, which will be great, that specifically provides clinical observational rotations for global health students. So that might be a good opportunity if you're a global health minor, but all the locations do provide opportunities to conduct a great internship. If you go to the next slide, Maureen. The program length, again, as I said, was 8 weeks of internship. You'll also be conducting 10 weeks of online coursework. All students are required to conduct a International Area Studies 195 CE internship course for 4 units. The internship course can fulfill electives for International Institute majors and minors by petition. So you would work with your counselor, advisors to petition for those units, as well as an optional CESC 130 course. This is Intercultural Communication in the Global Workplace. It's an optional course, but provides you upper division units. And also for all of the International Institute majors and minors, except for global health, there's the ability to petition for this for units towards your major or minor as well. These are academic, non-paid internships. Students, when you are working abroad or interning abroad, it's approximately 32 hours per week, so 4 days a week of interning. And if you're conducting a virtual internship, which places students anywhere around the world, those are a little bit more flexible and are usually about 20 to 30 hours per week. The registration is coming up very, very soon. So on Monday, we open up our application and it's open until December 4th. So what's unique about the Global Internship Program, whereas travel study is first come, first serve, Global Internship is an application. And so if you apply on the 24th of October or December 1st, let's say your application is still receiving the same amount of attention, we will review those applications. You will have a second step with our on-site partners who are actually conducting internship placements to discuss more in depth your interests, your career goals. They'll see if what you're looking to do and your experience aligns with the opportunities on site. And then in January, we actually send out acceptances into the program. So you'll know about mid-January whether you've been accepted. And at that point, you would put down your deposit. Next slide. So this is kind of the very quick overview, but if you're interested more specifically in all the elements of the program, sample internship placements, learning about how financial aid works, all those components, we have a general information session coming up for International Institute majors and minors on October 27th from 3:30 to 4, where we'll be all about global internships. Specifically, we also have other location sessions, location-specific sessions that are occurring October 31st through November 4th. The difference in those sessions is that we will have a representative from our on-site partners present, where they can talk more specifically about what it's like to live in that city, what type of internship opportunities past students have done, answer questions about housing, transportation, just things like that our on-site partners might have a little bit more information about. So as you can see, there's ability to sign up on our calendar link, and I'll drop that into the chat here in just a second. Other than that, we just hope that you come out to some of the sessions and that we might see some of you on internships upcoming summer. In addition to the programs that we have presented here today, there are a lot of different programs that you can apply for and register for through UCAP. So UCAP is our UC system-wide education abroad program. When you're on our IEO website, you're able to sift through based on your major, location of interest, the term you're looking to go abroad. There's a lot of different opportunities to go abroad through UCAP as well. And as Sandy was mentioning earlier, you'll just want to work through with your academic advisors to make sure that you can get the credit you're looking for through petition process when you come back to campus. And now we're going to open it up to any questions. So if you do have any questions that you would like to ask our panelists, we have again, Maureen that focuses on the travel study program. I have information about global internships, UCAP, and then we also have multiple advisors here from the International Institute. They're going to assist you with any questions regarding your academic, major or minor.
Okay, well, while the questions are coming in, I'll just put up the newsletter. If you guys want to continue receiving program updates and communications, go ahead and sign up for our newsletter. You can just use your phone and scan right here. I'll leave this up for just a little bit until the questions come in. Hopefully, don't be shy. Okay, and this, well, I don't see any questions yet, but this is our contact information for you guys. We are located in 1332 Murphy Hall. We have virtual advising, drop-in advising, and one-on-one advising. Please email us to make an appointment if you would like a more detailed session about which programs you want to. Oh, just got a question. And then you can follow us on social media as well, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ucla.ieo. If I will study abroad for the global studies major, but want to study abroad an extra summer, when would you recommend I do that? Is summer after first year too early? No, it is not. So that's typically, that's the first summer that you are able to study abroad. So that would be perfect if you would like to study abroad then. Do the locations for the UCLA summer study for global studies majors in Asia change every year? It's a tough question to answer just because we have had it change first just because of, for visa restrictions and COVID, COVID restrictions as well. But typically, if the program is successful, we would like to continue with it every year. This year, we're just with Japan, there's just a lot of entrants, things still up in the air. That's why we haven't decided yet. This past summer was in Singapore and that was successful. So we just have to wait and see which one is we'll be able to join. Any other questions? How competitive is the Paris Global Studies program? There are about 40 spots available. They do fill up quickly as well, but like I mentioned, they're not competitive in the sense that they're first come, first serve. So if you're interested on November 16th and you want to sign up, go ahead and submit your registration and $300 deposit, and that effectively locks in your spot. So if there's a spot open and you pay the deposit, you're in. So if you're interested and that's something that you want to do, just go ahead and sign up, register on November 16th. We're still open for questions. I'd like to thank you all for joining us today, as well as Sandy from the International Institute for coming on, and Andrew as well. We'll stay on for a couple minutes to answer any other questions. And thank you all for joining us today. Okay, I'm a first year and I was wondering if the Paris Global Studies program will be reoccurring every year. So it has been recurring for the last, I've been here for 5 years now, and it's been here ever since. And it should be available every year, hopefully, whether, you know, it's a very popular program. So hopefully next year we will be able to offer it again as well. Since the summer study abroad is a major requirement for global studies majors, how does it work for the tuition? Tuition is included in the program fee. So your program fee includes your tuition, your housing, your excursions, some of your meals, and it's already included in your program fee. So once you register, we enroll you on our end, and it's essentially like 2 summer courses abroad. That's kind of how it works. I don't know if that answers your question specifically. But I hope it does. Any other questions? Okay, I think we're all done. Thank you all again.